Hey, what's up, fellow YouTubers and bookworms? My name is Odie. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel. So, a little quick housekeeping because this is the first video that I ever put up on this new channel. So, I have been doing YouTube for quite a few years. I believe I signed up in 2009, but I really didn't start doing any YouTube videos until 2011. So, my old channel, which used to be my toy channel, ended up becoming like an everything channel. And I kept, I did off and on, and then I amassed a good amount of subscribers, and then obviously I stopped doing it, and you guys leave because obviously there's no content coming. So the name of the game is always being very consistent and whatnot. So anyway, so now that my children are a little bit older, I can actually now do this 100% full time, and that's what I'm planning on doing, just for fun. Just give somebody that want to gives you their opinion, whatnot. Couple things. I actually don't have a really good computer yet where I can kind of edit, and I honestly don't like. I think I've mentioned it before, maybe in other past videos. I don't like the as people are talking. It kind of drives me a little bit nuts, but to each their own. And I love a lot of those content creators. I mean, they're great. They all have great channels, whether they're booktubers, car tubers, toy tubers, whatever you want to call them. But I just don't like doing it. So I do it raw, as they say. And if I screw up, I screw up, and it is what it is. It's probably sometimes even funnier that way, actually. But yeah, so I'm gonna just give you my first video. I don't know how many I'm gonna do. I'm probably gonna try to do these in 10 to 15 minutes. I know that sometimes YouTube wants longer algorithm videos, or for whatever reason, I'm gonna do 10, 15 minutes. That's what I feel kind of comfortable with, and I don't want to bore the hell out of you guys. So yeah, so there will probably be like 6 parts to these. We are in September. I'm not giving you an actual date, but we are in September, and so we'll see what happens between now and next year in 2026 September. We'll see how much I've amassed, or maybe I've dropped certain books or sold certain things or traded or whatever. But yeah, so we're starting off with Harry Potter, as the header says. But I'm going to show you this little corner here. Normally I'm sitting down like over there. And so, but I'm going to show you what the bookcase looks like. There is a fourth one, but I won't get to that one until probably the end. And then I think I even have like a loose one with more trades. I'm sorry, mass market books that are my Lee Child collection of Jack Reacher books. So I'll show you those last, and that'll be the fifth or sixth video, whatever. But anyway, so here we go. So that's the first one. That's the second one right there, and that's my, as you can see, my Lord of the Rings and some, science and whatnot. And then my man here, Stephen King. I almost said Stan Lee. Oh my God, that's my other guy. Rest in peace. But yeah, so here's my Stephen King collection. Just one dedicated one. That'll be its own video. But going back here, so we're going to tackle today what I have for Harry Potter. And so we'll start with getting rid of the knickknacks. So if you have a keen eye, obviously you can tell that I got rid of a lot of the knickknacks. It was mostly like some Lego sets that, have to pertain with Harry and Fantastic Beasts, some skulls, some wands that I had here. I even had a goldfish bag of, the goldfish crackers and whatnot. But anyway, so I got the tickets to go to London or Hogwarts. Pretty cool. I think I got these from one seller. He sold me like 6 or 7 books. So starting off with the original. And so obviously I don't have any first prints other than these here. Not that I honestly care, but some people do, so they might want to know. So before they ask, there you go, which is still fine. You can still ask in the comments, what print is it or whatever. Not like Peter from the Harry Potter collection channel. That guy is incredible. He has some of the best books I've ever seen. So, and then number 2. Then 3. I'll try to go through this semi-quick because everybody's seen these. They're in really nice condition. A little yellow, obviously. They, gotten some love. So, unfortunately, yes, I had 5, 6, and 7. Oh, these are backwards. I have 5, 6, and 7, but I have them in the deluxe collection. And I don't know, it was kind of like a subconscious thing I did. Before I ever even owned these, I had actually purchased these first. So I do want to get a 5, 6, and 7 just so I can kind of put these after, because these are a little bit more special and whatnot. These are all first prints again. I probably should get rid of the plastic at this point because it has been a few years and this can ruin a book. But I'll do it off camera next time. But as you can see, These beautiful custom covers. And again, these are the deluxe versions. Pretty nice, still pretty white. I've never had to read these. I have read the Harry Potter collection now 2 or 3 times also, like kind of like in between. I have skipped chapters by the third time. You kind of just know at which point just to kind of skip, and some of it's a little bit of nonsense, so you just kind of like, yeah, whatever. And then again, that was the Half-Blood. And then last but not least, the best one, in my opinion, in terms of covers. So that's the back, the edge. So some people might say, oh, you can just display it this way so I don't have to buy 5, 6, and 7 again. But it just doesn't really match, because it kind of takes the aesthetic away from all the different colors and whatnot. So again, I'll just rebuy them. They're cheap enough. I don't have to get first prints or anything like that. And again, this is the picture of that beautiful dragon that is in the paperback set, which you will see in a few minutes. So again, very beautiful cover. So again, that's definitely. Definitely hollows. Here is the Cursed Child. I know a lot of people don't usually show these in their collection, but it's cool. It is for what it is. What it is. These are the UK version of the Harry Potter 20th anniversary collection, but then they changed it to just the house collection, I believe is what they call it. So here's Gryffindor. I believe my oldest daughter is House Gryffindor. I could be wrong. Maybe when she watches this, she'll say, no, Dad, I'm not that. I am for sure Ravenclaw. And I got these again from one gentleman. He apologized for not wrapping this one. I said, don't worry about it. He's like, oh, I ran out of paper, the acrylic there thing, or whatever you want to call it. And I said, no, just, send them as they are. Here is the Hufflepuff. And last but not least, Slytherin, which is my son's house. And again, they have these real cool edges, stencils, and whatnot. And my other daughter, I forget what she is. I don't know if she's ever done the test. So anyway, I could probably display them this way, but I like doing it this way just to kind of change it up a little bit. Here we have the Hogwarts Library. Now, this is the smaller of the two versions. They're both from Scholastic. This has, I think, better material. It feels really nice on the hand. Nothing on the bottom, nothing on top. And then this is what they look like. So the Tales of Beedle the Bard, Quidditch Through the Ages, and then Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. As you can see. So these are nice. So I got them within the same week, more or less. Here we have the original screenplays to Fantastic Beasts, as she actually never really wrote a book. Or if she did, it's kind of based off of those small ones I just showed you, I guess. I don't know the exact story, but anyway, I have the Fantastic Beasts, The Crimes of Grindelwald, and I am missing the one with, oh God, I forgot his name, geez. Dumbledore. I forgot the Dumbledore title one. Here's the other box set one. Again, this is a little taller. So again, same books again. The Tales of Beedle the Bard, Quidditch, and Fantastic Beasts again. Pretty nice. So again, those three. Again, it's still a good box, the slipcase itself, but it just doesn't have that really cool feeling as the other one. The other one's more texture, and kind of, as you can see, it's a little bit of a difference in terms of size. Sorry, I keep missing the camera. It's just because I'm not really looking at it. Alrighty. So here we are now with some mass trades or trade paperbacks, whatever you will call them. Do have the movies too on Blu-ray. I don't have a 4K versions yet, but hopefully sometime this year I'll get them, or maybe next year after the holidays. And then Fantastic Beasts. I'm missing the other two still. But yeah, so this is the first box set for the trades. And I believe this is the first one ever released. It's the one that's mainly been done more than any other box set. Again, they kind of almost resemble the original sets. So yeah, I'm just going to show you the last book, show you the cover, because I'm about to show you the cover of some of the third set, and it's the exact same, except they did some changes, and I'll tell you what they are. But these are the books that are included. Okay. It's the back of it with the dragon, as you just seen on the deluxe version there. So it came out here first, I believe, and then it was released thereafter. Sides of it, still the dragon, whatnot, them flying. Nothing on the bottom. We'll save this one for last, but as you can see, the dragon's already there, so that's pretty cool. And then this version here, I don't want to call it the adult version, but I mean, actually, I don't even know what to call it. But this is just, I guess, a little bit more, less monochrome in terms of colors. Yes, it's still very beautiful. It has like those rainbow colors, but it's just a little bit different. Here are the houses. Then Harry's in the back. And all the covers actually connect. I'm not going to take them all and show you because I'll just show you this off. But that's what the cover looks like. And then this is actually all of them together. So I guess if I wanted to display them on the shelf in the front there, that's the image that would make it beautiful. And actually, oh no, you know what? I do have to take them off because I have to show you the inside because it's so cool. So the inside is the meanie himself, Voldemort. So yeah, so very cool. Very nice cover. So then that's that. So here is the third one that I have. So this one just came out, I believe, this year. And if you remember what that last book 7 looked like, so it's the exact same book, but it has stenciled gold all around it. All the covers do, actually. I'll show you one because it's a little bit bright here, but here is the Phoenix. So it's the same exact thing. All the covers are exactly the same, except it has all that nice gold stencil all around it, which makes it pretty cool. But then the best thing about it, other than the spines that make an image, is the fact that they have a lot of color. And I've seen some Reddit reviews where people kind of complain they like this, think it's, you know, it's a beautiful set, obviously, but they, you know, they ask, why don't you make a set like this that are hardcover? So maybe someday they will. Who knows? But for now, this is what we have. If you want something that's stenciled and it has, you know, sprayed edges and whatnot. So there you go. So that's that collection. Alrighty. Now down here, I forgot to get rid of this stuff. That was part of stuff that I should have gotten rid of. I apologize. I'll just take it out now. But it is kind of holding the books. And this guy here doesn't belong here. It's another book that'll probably be in a different video. So for those of you that are wondering, I place a lot of my books every other year. They go backwards. The reason I do that is to save the spine because of the weight. So when books are like this, they tend to lean over, so it destroys the spine, or you know, it'll kind of unglue it, I guess, or separate it. So I separate them every year. I don't have thousands of books yet, so I have the time to be able to just kind of flip them all around, especially my favorite books. But anyway, so this is the Phoenix one. I'll show you that in a second. So these are the Jim Kay collection, and I hope he gets better. Unfortunately, he's not going to finish this from what I read, but I could be wrong though. He was getting sick, or he's just, I don't know, tired of drawing, or maybe he wants to retire. I don't know what the case is, but I guess hopefully somebody else will finish books 6 and 7. But Jim Kay, unfortunately, will not. For now, anyway. Maybe things will change. These feel real nice. Obviously, the UK versions are even nicer. They have the slip cases. Maybe someday I can get those. Chamber of Secrets. Very nice, beautiful orange. Not that I'm going to show you all of them, but some of them are really attractive, though. Very nice colors. And all the ribbons always match the boards. So yeah, there was an older video that I had done. Somebody said, why are your books backwards? So that's the reason why. So like that, it kind of evens out every other year. You just kind of flip them back, and hopefully they either will always separate, or they'll just, you know, they won't, hopefully. This one's beautiful. This is purple, King's Purple. And I won't bother with the other one because it's just a blue. It's big, boring blue. It's just Goblet of Fire. And then last but not least, probably my favorite one out of the 5, is Order of the Phoenix. And the boards are just beautiful. It's kind of like almost a orange, yellow, mustard. It's kind of hard, but there you go. So again, hopefully he will finish these, or somebody else will just finish them, just so we can have them all in our collection. Speaking of something that we're all hoping will get finished properly, but again, and this isn't to start a debate online. If you guys want to debate, that's up to you for whoever watches it. But these are the Mina Lima collection. I know I read that they were contracted to do at least the first three, so that's for sure. But then I guess they were blindsided because they said that they thought that we were just gonna finish, and they just thought it was just kind of like one of those things. Oh yeah, just let's do the first three, and then just kind of go from there, depending on sales, I guess. But yeah, these are beautiful. These are basically pop-up books, but just so much better than pop-up books because of the fact that they just they do a lot more. They have a lot of real cool things in there. I keep a lot of the stuff that comes with it just to kind of save it as best as I can. So yeah, but there's a new gentleman that he will be doing these by himself. So hopefully, I get it. He's an artist, so I'm sure he's gonna have his own taste. But I hope he kind of keeps it fairly close in terms of like stencils and kind of like the look of them. I hope that's what they decide to do. So, and I think we get that in this year actually, probably like October, November, something like that. And here we have the last one from the Mina Lima collection. Prisoner of Azkaban. They're beautiful, beautiful books. This one's a lot thicker, obviously, as the stories get bigger. But again, I was saying that they're better than pop-up books because pop-up books tend to be shortened versions of certain stories, unless the book is an original and it's an original story, so it just kind of goes with that pop-up thing or whatever. And then my favorite book out of my whole collection of Harry Potter books is this one, and it's not really even a book. This is my Dr. Squatch soap collection. So when this was announced, I bought one right away. I did get a second one, but I didn't get it with this because I saved like $10. So I used all the soaps that were all great. I don't think I have a favorite, to be honest with you. They're all different. They have different grits in terms of like lathering when you're using them. But I figured I wanted to keep a set for myself. It makes my shelf smell really nice. So hopefully someday they'll invent smell-o-vision and you'll be able to smell something like this. But this is really cool. And it looks like a book, obviously. It just looks like it belongs there. And then we have some movie tie-in books. So Harry Potter, The Artifacts Vault. And I got these all from the same seller, including the magazines that I'm about to show you. And that's also including the tickets that I showed you in the beginning. This one's really nice, The Fantastic Beast. And they have really cool things like that. They stick out. So there's even like right there, yeah, classified paperwork. You just take it out from there and whatnot. Yeah, these are really cool. Very interactive. I love this world. This world is really cool. Fantastic Beast. And where to find them. Now this one's really nice. It's not a movie tie-in, as you can see. It's more of just an artist's rendition with all the animals, some notes here and there. So again, pretty cool book. So, and then last but not least, so I can get my big bald head out of your way. There you go. So I'll start from the back here. So I have coloring books. And again, these were fun. These I got from the same seller. Magical Artifacts. And I'll never color in them. I just like looking at the pretty pictures. It's pretty nice. And then that's the last one, The Fantastic Beast. Again, same seller. That he just kind of included them. So. Very nice. And then last but not least, he just kind of threw these in. I kind of didn't want to throw them away, But yeah, random Harry Potter facts. A collector's edition of Entertainment Weekly. The US book, Harry, Fantastic Beasts. Time Magazine. The Magic of Harry Potter. And then The Inside World of Harry. So yeah, that's it, guys. That is my collection of Harry Potter books. This is again my my shelf that is dedicated to the ladies that write. Obviously, the first three are J.K. Rowling's, and then when I show you the next video, that'll have some more awesome books in the bottom here. But yeah, guys, I appreciate it so much. Again, my first video in this new channel. I do have links. They will also have the other channel if you'd like to check out action figures and stuff like that. I won't be doing that too often, as I really don't collect as I used to. But every once in a blue moon, I'll throw up an action figure here and there. But yeah, so that's basically it. Again, guys, thank you so very much. I appreciate it. You guys take care. Peace.